So we had some very exciting news that came out of Anime Expo 2017, especially for those 7 Deadly Sins fans. There are some great stuff coming out of this con and all that, some great announcements for games, like anime merchandise and a bunch of stuff extra, but one that caught a lot of people by surprise, and I'm sure a lot of people want to see a little bit about this and whether or not this is going to be like any good or not true. The fact of the matter is a 7 Deadly Sins game on the PS4. Now, most of the time whenever, like, Japan is very big into their handheld gaming and their mobile gaming, so we, not a lot of the time and all that, with the exception of like fighting games and like Dragon Ball games, a lot of the time they will only just have handheld games. If not, they will have arcade games going into Japan, and I am really happy because I'd never thought something like 7 Deadly Sins would actually get that, but no, its popularity pushed through from there, and we are going to be having a unique like action game, as they're talking about, being known as 7 Deadly Sins Knights of Britannia. Now, there is some, like, I would say on this and all that, like, mind you, this is a trailer, so quote-unquote gameplay is being shown throughout there, and there are screenshots as well throughout the entirety of this, and as well, like, I'm gonna read off the the little blurb and all that they've actually announced with like this game as well. Bandai Namco Entertainment revealed the game has high tension, fast-paced action fighting style where players can experience an enticing storyline and plenty of places in Britannia to explore. People will be able to play through memorable fights with famous characters such as Meliodas, Elizabeth, Hawk, and others in all of their unique fighting styles. So it sounds like, if anything, with this game, like in the announcement trailer, you're actually able to see a couple of characters throughout like the entirety of this game. Like, you're able to see Elizabeth, you're able to see like King doing some moves on there, Galva, you see Merlin in the screen, Barn, and they're talking about all the sins like throughout all of this, and there are some that you don't see in this trailer, like, and it sounds like how they're talking about, and like they even have the guy in the game from the first episode, that one like corrupted knight that was after Elizabeth. It's a very weird game where like you look at like the actual like descriptions of it, and you look at gameplay, and it looks like it's trying to do what like a 3D battle arena, kind of like what you've got for your Xenoverses and your Ninja Storm games. And I thought this was a 1-on-1 fighting game at first, but there is a bit you see later on where you do see other like soldiers in the background. So the question is this a Muso game? Is this like the Pirate Warriors games? Although they're talking about like with fighting style and stuff, and you see with the camera that it's really heavily focused on one character at a time from what it looks like on the screen. Like with like, I want to see more gameplay from this, and like I want to understand, they didn't exactly say, they said like, oh, it's an action game, and they didn't really specifically say like fighting game as well, so it might be a meld of this. And one thing I've got to say and all that, like, I'm really excited and all that. I'm glad since it's getting something. They've announced this is getting localized as well. This is coming out in early 2018. They haven't mentioned anything about physical like copies and all that. That might just be download. So if you guys have a PS4, highly goddamn recommend and all that you're going to be picking this up and all that. I am very much looking forward to actually picking this up and going pretty much ham on this, because I want this game and all that. Like, I really want this bad. Like with anything and all that, like, because I believe it's being done like by NIS. Like, I believe like with what they're planning on doing and all this, they sometimes do like physical releases. So if not, I will happily import a copy just to get this, because I really want to play this game. But I'm pretty sure it will at least be available digitally and all that. At least I hope that and all that for my PS4 to like download it. But I just like, I want to know and all that about the game style, because I know a lot of people, like, I've mentioned it as well to friends, and also as well like a bunch of other people as well. I am tired of the 3D like kind of like battle stuff that we get from the Storm games, and also as well that what we got from Xenoverse. It got repetitive and tiring, I feel like, a lot of games, and that's why I'm not as excited for the new Naruto game. But I'm completely stoked for the Arc Systems work like Dragon Ball game that we get, because it's a breath of fresh air. Like, it's something new. And I feel like whenever you come on like with a main anime series, it's either like you're gonna get like a 3D fighter, or you're like arena fighter, or you're gonna be getting a Muso game. And like, as much as I love that, and that sometimes that fits to certain series, I wish and all that they sometimes it'd be a little higher quality, or like at least it's not like just a one-on-one 2D fire and all that. But like it's not. I was like, not everything has to do the same arena fire kind of gameplay. Now, albeit and all that, maybe there's just too much of the same stuff and all that coming into there. Because no matter what and all that, I'll still enjoy stuff like J-Stars. I'll still enjoy stuff like Storm and all that. It's just depending. It's like too much of it and all that. You kind of get a little bit sick of the same thing with a different skin on it. And that's what I don't want Sins to be, because there's a bunch of characters we've never experienced before, unless you've imported a bunch of the Japanese copies of the 3DS games or the mobile games. So I want to play as, like, Barn. I want to play as my boy Barn, Meliodas. Now, how they're talking about it, it doesn't seem like we're going to be getting, like, one of my favorite Sins, Pride. It doesn't seem like we're going to be getting the commandments. Like, it seems like we're going to be going for this just plain out simple one, but we're getting a story mode and like an open world map as well. Like, there's a bunch of stuff, so keep an eye out on this game and all that. There's a bunch to like see on this. If there's another trailer on that really catches my attention, I will definitely talk about this one. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. What do you think about this coming out of Anime Expo and all that? Like, what do you think about this really just like surprising announcement that we've got here? So let me know what you guys think. But that's all from me. Thank you as always for watching, and I'll see you guys though next time.